Well, good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning, and it's supposed to be my day to relax, but it's not going to happen. And the reason is because I want to preserve up the food that I got from the food bank this last week. And I'm still working on it because I got quite a bit of food from the food bank this last week. And so, one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to bring you in and show you how I do refrigerator dill pickles. And the reason is because I got quite a bit of cucumbers, and so I need to use these. I need to put these cucumbers in a state that it's going to last me a while, and so at least most of them. And so I'm going to do two things today. I'm going to bring you in and show you how to take care of these cucumbers. And then I have some peaches that I got from the food bank as well at a previous haul. And I want to make a peach cobbler with that. And so I have all the stuff to make a peach cobbler. So I'm going to do that today as well. And then there was one other thing I was going to do that I have to remember. But we're going to take care of the cucumbers first. So let's get in here and let's get started on refrigerator pickling these cucumbers. All right, everybody, we're going to get in here and get these cucumbers taken care of together. It's always much more fun when we do things together. I'm in the background putting my apron on, and I've got all of the things that I need to make this happen. So let's get in here and get this taken care of. All right, so we got some of the cucumbers here, and what I'm going to do is I have a quart jar, quart jar, and we're going to get in here and we're going to slice these up. I'm going to take the tips off of them, and we're just going to simply slice them up. And put them in the jar, just like that. Okay. And as I go, if I feel like they need to be washed, I'm going to wash them. Okay. Go. Put them in the jar. You can probably hear the rain outside. It is raining outside right now. It has been raining since yesterday. It has not stopped. It rained all night last night, and it's supposed to rain all day today. So I'm going to work on using up the smaller cucumbers. That one didn't look too good, so. That one doesn't look too good. I feel bad because I did not get in here quicker to get these done. and some of them are turning, and so I saved most of them though. I'm trying to get the smaller ones. Lift a tip on there. All right. Okay, that's it. These are, I'll eat these just like that. But okay. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut these. I'm going to go ahead and take care of these and make them into a little salad. Now, when I make it into a little salad, I like to peel my cucumbers. I don't know why, but I do. And so I have some ranch dressing that'll go great with this. So I'm going to make myself a little salad, and I might, have that with my lunch today. And so let me quickly get these peeled. Since I'm here, I might as well. There we go. Now let me get out a bowl. And I'm just going to slice these up just like I did those and put them in this bowl. And I'll have these for lunch. With my lunch. A little cucumber salad here. Okay. Another thing I'm going to put in here is a little bit of onion. Oh, I remember what else I need to do. Remember the gallon of milk that I got? I also purchased a gallon of milk from the grocery store this month. And mind you, I didn't have a choice. They put it in the trunk of my car, the gallon of milk. Well, I'm not going to be some of these onions I'm gonna dice up in this salad over here. And then some of the onions is gonna go into my vinegar solution. Okay. And then we're gonna stuff some of these onions down in here. All right, there we go. All right, the rest of this onion is going to go back in here for another dish. All right, so we're doing two things at once. We're making me a little salad, and we're preserving these cucumbers up. Now, what I'm going to do, wash my hands. All right. In a separate bowl, I am going to take let me get a bowl out. I'll show you what I'm going to do. We're going to make the brine for the cucumbers. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take, this time yesterday I used red wine vinegar. Today I'm just going to use white vinegar, and we're going to make a brine. And so I'm going to put about that much vinegar in there. I am going to take some sugar, about a quarter cup, I would say, sugar. Take a spoon and mix that up until the sugar dissolves. In the top of this, I'm going to add a little dill. How you season up your pickles is up to you. I like a little dill. We got onions in there. I'm going to put some garlic in there. You can put some mustard seed in there. You know. Okay. Let that keep dissolving. Anyway, I was talking about the milk. And the way that I'm going to preserve that milk is I'm going to get some quart jars. And it's 4 quarts in a gallon. So I'm going to get some quart jars. And I'm going to evenly distribute the milk into 4 quart jars. And I am going to pressure can this milk and make it shelf stable. It is not an approved method. I want you to know that really quick. It is not an approved method, but it is something that I've used over the last year, or more. That works really well, and it preserves the gallon of milks that I get from the food bank into a shelf-stable milk that I can use to cook with. Okay, so the sugar has dissolved, and I'm going to pour this into the jar. Okay, and it almost filled it up. I need just a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put just a little bit more vinegar in there. Okay. And then I showed you guys this method yesterday. I take, oh, it doesn't fit. Okay, well, that's interesting. This is only for a wide mouth. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it down in there and make sure that all of that is covered with the vinegar solution. Put a little bit more in there. That's interesting. I now know I have to use it with a wide mouth jar. I'm sure that the instructions on it said that. All right, so now everything is up underneath the vinegar, okay? And so I'm gonna put the lid on it. And these go in the refrigerator. And we're just gonna let it sit in the refrigerator for a while until it's ready to be eaten. I'm tilting it upside down and right side up right now because I want the seasonings to get down into the jar. So if the pickles, so it will surround the cucumbers. And so it's done. So now I have, I think, 2 or 3 quarts of refrigerated pickles in my refrigerator now. Plus, on top of it, I have I'm going to use ranch dressing on this. I have ranch dressing, and so that's going to be part of my lunch. And now I can say this task is done. The cucumbers are preserved. And I'm going to bring you back when I get ready to do the next project. Guys. All right, we're gonna get ready for lunch right now. And yes, that's a sink full of dishwater because I just washed dishes, okay? We're gonna eat some of that bison veggie mix with a little rice. And over here I have the cucumbers and ranch dressing. And this is what's gonna be for my lunch today. For breakfast, I had the banana nut muffin that we got from the food bank. I had one of those for breakfast, and that was my breakfast. So anyway, we're going to continue with my kind of daily vlog with you guys on a rainy day. All right, everybody, I'm bringing you guys in to let you see what I'm doing. I am reversing the order of things that I wanted to get done, and the reason is because I wanted to get this milk put into the pressure cook canner and go ahead and get it done. So I want you to take a look at this, all right? I have 2 quarts and 4 pints of milk, and that equals a gallon. But when I got done filling up my jars here, I had a whole nother jar of milk still in the gallon jug. So I literally got a gallon and 18 ounces out of that 1 gallon jug of milk. This is 1% milk, but I'm grateful to get it. I usually use whole milk when I buy, but I'm grateful to get it. So I'm going to get these into the canner and get the canner fired up and ready to go, okay? Now these are cool because the milk came out of the refrigerator. And so when I am bringing up the temperature into the canner, I am going to do it very slow because I want everything to come up to temperature at the same time, slowly, so I don't break a jar. Okay, so let's get in here and let's get this done. First, I'm going to situate this right over the top of the burner because I don't want to be moving the whole thing if I don't have to. Okay, there we go. And now it doesn't matter that you're doing quarts and pints in this particular cannon milk. And the reason is because all you do is bring it up to pressure and then you shut it off. Okay, so it didn't matter if it was quarts or pints. There's no time to it. You just bring it up to pressure and then shut it off. So we're going to get 2 quarts in here. And I'm showing you that you can reuse. See these pop lids like this that you get from, you know, different items at your store? You can reuse those as long as the seal on the inside of the jar is good. You can reuse those several times. It is still raining, people. It is almost 1:30, and it is still raining. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right. Now we're gonna get this on. Okay. I hear the air left, so that means the seal has pushed down. All right, and we're going to get this going, and we're going to wait until steam starts coming out of here. Once steam starts coming out of there, we let it steam for 10 minutes, and then we take and put the weight on it like this. Of course, I'm going to do it with a glove so I don't burn myself because that stuff is very hot when it comes out. So I'm going to use a glove and put this on. And then once it starts shaking, then that's when I turn it off. Okay, so first things first though, we got to bring this up. So I'm going to fire up the heat, but I'm going to put it on a medium low for about the first 5 minutes. And then let it slowly, and then I'm going to turn it up a little bit until I start seeing steam coming out. Okay? And I'll bring you guys back. Everybody, I want you to see the progress. I have the rocker on the pressure canner, and the pressure is starting to build. And the pressure canner has sealed. And so the seal is good. It's showing me it's good. Now it's coming up to pressure, and once that thing starts rocking, then I'm just going to turn the burner off and let it rest. In the meanwhile, I was over here taking care of the peaches that I got from a previous food bank, in which I had little containers of frozen peaches, and so I wanted to get all those little tiny containers of frozen peaches out and into a something that I will eat, okay? And so what I'm doing here is I'm making a miniature peach cobbler is what I'm going to make. And so this is the filling, and it is all of the little containers of the peaches. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of nutmeg, much less nutmeg than cinnamon and brown sugar, and a little bit of cornstarch. and you put it all, mix all that together on the stove, and you simmer it. You bring it up and simmer it, and it's going to thick up. And what I'm going to do is put it in a little oven safe dish and use a biscuit mix on the top of it for my top coating. And that's how I'm going to make me a miniature peach cobbler for myself. Everyone, I'm bringing you guys in to let you see that I have finished canning the milk right here, and all of them have sealed, so that's good. I checked them, and I have my peach cobbler here that is ready for me to have, you know, 2 to 4 desserts, okay? And the biscuit dough, remember the biscuit mix that the pantry gave me a few weeks ago? That's what this is, and I used half of that biscuit dough to make the crust to my cobbler. Now I'm going to walk around behind the scenes, and I'm going to get out my dinner for tonight, because previous me is now thanking me for dinner. And what I'm going to have for dinner tonight is some of that pork stew that I made. Make sure that you can see it. There we go. Pork stew that I made. I am going to put this in the microwave and heat it up for dinner tonight. And that is what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Let me get it in the microwave. It is still raining, everybody. It is still raining here. It has been raining all day. I've been taking Spice outside in the rain for walks. And so that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, along with a cup of coffee. Decaf coffee, that is. I have cleaned up the kitchen, all right, and you can see that the canner is completely washed up and put away. So I am proud of myself for today. I've got a gallon of milk, a little over a gallon of milk in that gallon of milk, okay, shelf stable. I got the peaches used that was in the refrigerator, and yeah. Oh, and I pickled up the cucumbers that I had left over. So I'm doing pretty good today. Tomorrow, some more shenanigans in the kitchen, because I still have a few things left that I got from the food bank last week that have not gone bad, but I want to make sure I do something with them. And so y'all stay tuned, okay? I promise you. You know what? Hold on a minute. Let me flip this around. Now we're flipped around, okay? So I just want to let you guys know that I am still working on some of the stuff that the food bank gave me this week. I still haven't touched the fish, all right? And I have some produce. That's what I was trying to get used up or preserved, okay, in a way that will be okay, is the produce. So I got the pickles done. I got the peaches put into a peach cobbler. I've got the pork chops have been now in a free crock pot meals. They're ready to go. And so I'm good to go. The only thing I haven't touched is the fish. And the way I like fish is I like fried fish. So that's enough fish to last me a while, all right? And so I'm just going to pull it out one by one when I want to make fried fish. And that's how I'm going to deal with the fish. All right, you heard the microwave. My meal is heated up. Spice is down here below. He is like he was the one telling me it's time to eat, Mom. Okay. And so I want to thank you guys for everything. Thank you so much. Keep sharing, because this week, today is Monday, and this week my goal is to make it to 1,000. Okay, I'm doing 100 a week. Okay, and so, and I'm accomplishing it. Okay, but I can't do it without you guys. All right, you guys have to hit that button below right here and share, share, share. That is what is getting my new members here. All right, it's you guys. Okay, and it's important. It's important to me, and it's important to everyone to share these kinds of videos where my desire is for people to no longer feel bad about going to a food bank. Okay, there's no reason to feel bad about going. Okay, as a matter of fact, you can make it a fun thing, and that's what I'm doing, is making this a fun thing. A mystery box, that's what I get a mystery box twice a week, and in that mystery box I create meals out of it. That's what I do. And I preserve up the produce. If I'm not going to eat it all, then I'll preserve it up for future meals. And so that's what my desire is to do in this channel, is to help others not feel guilty or ashamed about going to a food bank. For those that don't know how to get in touch with someone, okay, to get help for a food bank, I give advice on that, and it's simple. That advice that I gave all of the people that I worked with in home health care is that you call around and you ask around. If you're a senior, look for a senior center in your area. One of the benefits that I qualify for now that I don't take advantage of is Meals on Wheels. I don't, because I cook my own food. I'm capable of doing that. And so I don't get Meals on Wheels. However, when I had eye surgery, I had them delivered. All right. And I did for a while have them delivered because I had a restriction of no cooking after I had my eye surgery, because the surgeon did not want me going outside, did not want me bending over, did not want me cooking, didn't want me to do anything, cleaning, nothing, for quite a while, for like 3 or 4 weeks. And so I had Meals on Wheels delivered to my house, because I did cook up ahead of time, but that was an extra small meal popped in the microwave. I got 5 of them a week. And so it was helpful. That was very helpful. And so, if you need help, get on the phone and call around. If you don't know who to call, there is a number here in the United States, 211. That's all you have to do. It is an automated system. Take your time through it and find, Adult Protective Services is one of the places that you can get a hold of through 211. I'm not sure what else is on the menu, but that was one that the seniors use in my area when they need help. And they will send out somebody to do an evaluation for you and see what kind of help you need. All right. So guys, you're going to hear that alarm going off. I cannot figure out how to turn that alarm off, but it's also an alarm to let me know it's time. If I'm in a nap, it's time to get up. If you are interested in these videos, in my food bank hauls, in using the food bank, in seeing spice, I'm gonna list my my playlists okay, up here. Feel free to go and watch them. And if you have not already subscribed, click that subscribe button on the screen. You guys be blessed, because I know I am.